This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. So, as I said in a video that I put up a little while ago, so this would have been pre-kid, it's probably now post-kid, and I'm just banking this video because I was playing this yesterday. So yesterday this arrived. Actually the nut, it turns out, is not terribly strongly fitted. That's an issue. Anyway, so the first JS450, I actually put the review up yesterday. And it sort of, that guitar was about what I expected from Jet guitars. So I've seen lots of really fawning reviews over them, and I've heard from sort of friends and stuff that have set up their Jet guitars or replaced bits in them. You know, I think it's a really good platform, a really good starting point. I was quite impressed with the guitar, and certainly for the money, sort of around £300, you're getting quite a well-spec guitar. The one area that they sort of skimped was with ceramic pickups. Now this one is actually their flagship model, the JS1000, and initially I kind of thought that this finish, you know, the pictures online, it looks like it could go one or two ways. In person, actually this one I think looks really nice, and on camera it showed up really well too. The frets on this feel really good. That's the one issue that I've just found that nut is sort of moving in place, so that probably needs a dab of glue. But really, really impressed with this one actually, and I'm glad that I got the chance to try two of them, because this is a very different kind of feeling that I'm having towards this one. This has Alnico 5s in it, I think, and a nice coil split. A hardtail, which I kind of feel like maybe, you know, rather than using cheaper trems, why don't more companies do this? Sort of my question, because for me, most of the time, I wouldn't trust a trem on a cheaper guitar anyway, unless it had been really set up very well, or you get lucky with it. Whereas a hardtail, kind of, you know you're going to have a good result. This one has a mahogany back as well, so sort of similar to, maybe it's the old Sir Guthrie's. Anyway, certainly find some super strat type guitars with this mahogany kind of thing. The neck feels great, as I say. Fret job really nice, plays really well, and I think this one has a preferable headstock, a bit more like the Sir. And locking tuners again. This one I'm really, really impressed by, and I think to me this is within reach of something like an Ibanez AZ or the Charvel Pro Mod. It feels like that sort of quality guitar to me, the Sterling JP150 stuff. So it turns out the company is Slovenian, not Polish, so Eastern Europe still, I believe. And they have one factory in China, so some of the stuff that I read on Jet was actually incorrect online. So yeah, they have a factory in China. They also have a supervisor who works over there, I believe, and they do their own QC there. And yeah, the company's based in Slovenia. Now, yeah, so I don't know, that's enough talking really, isn't it? This one plays really well, and I'm certainly quite impressed with this. And I think this one comes in at about £500, but to me, it's a much better prospect than the 450. This one in particular plays really well. Dab of glue needed at the nut, but stays in tune really nicely. Nice shaped neck, and I think the pickups sound pretty good too. Let's just have a little listen. And then we got a coil split with this switch here. So I think decent sounding pickups as well. Plays nicely. I'm going to stick a dab of glue on that nut, but really like the way that one looks. And yeah, I think that for the money is a great little guitar. The frets all feel fine. It kind of plays and intonates well all up the neck. Doesn't look like there's any kind of issues with any of the fretwork. Really impressive little guitar, and that I think holds its own with like the Sire end of the thing as well. So sort of a bit more money for the Jet, not quite as budget, but I think it'd be worth springing the extra bit of cash that it takes to get that one versus the lower end of their market. I think this one is actually a much more impressive guitar in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you've tried one, if you've tried any of the lower end stuff as well. This one I don't think necessarily would need a setup or anything like this. It's pretty much ready to go, and I think looks pretty spectacular. Yeah, built in China, Slovenian company. This one, very decent. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to like and subscribe, you could. In the intro there, I was using an HX Stomp as well for those lead tones. You can get those presets, or all my presets, on Gumroad if you want to try them.